Welcome everyone to another episode of DragonAge Inquisition Game of the Year Edition, so sit back, relax, enjoy. And if you're interested in a new PC, the link is in the description below. I don't know if there's any sales or not, but if you're still interested, then check out my link and you'll save a little bit of money. Alright, let's see here. I thought I'd play something different. So, let's see where you last left off here. Alrighty, where are we? Okay, all of my advisors are ready to report in, right? Alrighty. First thing we're going to do is we are going to go straight to the war room. Alright, let's see here. We'll go to the Orlais side. Known for its culture of extravagant nobility, yet also the birthplace of the Chantry, Orlais is the most powerful human nation in Thetis.
Have you heard anything? Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Okay. Serpent of Navarra. This is Liliana's thing. The agent known as Argent infiltrated the Navarran royal palace and killed Aurelius, eliminating several others who she reports were clearly co-conspirators. King Marcus is reported to have wakened as if from a dream. The Inquisition is not connected to any of this, and the king is enraged to have been magically influenced in such a manner. He will definitely be more wary of Venatori emissaries in the future. Argent brought back several interesting items that were in Aurelius's possession. Okay, freedom Quinarius. Or Carianus. However they say it. My Lady Inquisitor, considerably as your support has been, I'm saddened to report my motion died on the Senate floor, although I am hardly surprised. My fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it louder and clearer than I could ever have on my own. So I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from Venatori cultists still in the shadows, but I say let them come. I will not back down in the face of such fools. I'm sending along a few things which I hope will aid your efforts, and we'll see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. Magister Mavaris Telani. Okay. Truth or Dare. Yeah, I might want to do this one. Alright, Truth or Dare. Now, I've already got that one locked in. I think we've recruited that guy for, because he's a Chevalier. So, let's see what we can do with this. A page from the travels of Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Wakened Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlais' heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royale. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Mornier and Marquis Cormets both spending money like water. Which to pursue? Well, Comte de Mornier is a distant relation to the Empress. We should speak with him first. Okay, we could go Josephine's route. But then again, we could have agents in place near Courtements. Now we can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice. Which one to pursue, right? Well, y'all think on that one for right now? Locate Reese and Evangeline. I think we'll do this for Cole. Sister Liliana, per your request, after seeing that no mage named Reese was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Reese had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Val Furman, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken, injured but alive. Reese came through the area not long after, searching for her. The forest near Val Furman offered many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. Yours in service, Walker. You know what? Let's go ahead and send Liliana to do this. Let's get them out safely, because I'd hate for them to, you know, worry. Alright, so we'll go to Ferelden, conquered by our relay, torn by civil war, ravaged by the Fifth Black. Ferelden is no stranger to hardship. With the Veil weakened, the land is more turmoil than ever. Or turbulent, basically. Reports of Darkspawn activity. Commander, we conducted sweeps of the storm coast and determined and determined where the Darkspawn are most concentrated. Our Ferelden-born soldiers are quite eager to see them driven back. Scouting. Now let's get mediate between Oswick noble families. Alright, Inquisitor, you may recall we offered your distant relatives in the Free Marches a promise of aid. One branch of your family has asked you to mediate their dispute with one another. But their description of events is rather convoluted. It apparently began with an insult during the harvest ball in Oswick over the quality of their milch cows and escalated to a pitched battle between 200 soldiers last week. Really, it would do us good to step in, if only to preserve the name of the Trevelyan's as a whole. Ambassador Montpellier. Well, we don't need to be sending Cullen in. We should contain the fighting. We could sit both sides down at a table once they surrender to us. No, you ain't doing that to my family, dude. And Liliana and my spies could try to untangle who's truly at fault, but it may not matter if blood has been spilled. No, I think I won't go with Josephine's, because she said, let's hold a talk between the wounded parties in our lay. It's wise to remove them from their power base for discussions. Yeah.
Let us begin.
Let's do that. Have Cerberus lead against demons. I think Cullen can take care of this one. This letter written in shaky hand bears the crest of the city of Ansburg. Cerberus. I don't know who else to turn to, my friend. Horrors are stalking Ansburg. Demons turn houses to ash. Shadows tear our guardsmen apart. The Countess has shut herself in the castle, and there are few alive brave enough to fight beside the guard. Barris, I beg you with all my heart, we need people who fight magic. Ansburg needs the Templars. Guard Captain Wyman. Now, see, Josephine would say, we must make the Countess see reason. Her personal guard could help Cerberus fight these demons. Liliana says, are mages calling up these demons, or is the veil there thin? We should investigate before we send Cerberus. And then Colin, of course, this isn't a battle. It's a siege inside the city. Arm our veterans and give them to Cerberus. I trust him to lead them.
All right.
He's doing that one. Okay. Well, we've already done this part now. Okay. Now, I hate to sit in judgment. Who I'll be judging? I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and sit down and do it.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I judge?
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
I kill enough people as it is.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Let us begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Well, let's go for it.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat. Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
With a goat.
You answered the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. He meant to murder Tevinter's, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Okay, since he's interested in killing Tevinter, so, well, you know what? Let's arm and exile him to Tevinter.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
Alrighty. Construction report. Request to fight. Workers finishing the banner placements are requesting more important tasks. Several wish to train with swords so they can fight more directly, serving the Inquisition. They travel to join a war, not dressed up a keep. Can't say I disagree. Foreman Shiris. Our enemy cut a hole in the sky, been everywhere. We look upon it from below, but it need not humble us. We may fight because we are many. We are many because the Inquisitor inspires. The Inquisitor inspires because of her growing legend. Part of the legend is what the masses find on arrival. That is the job of your workers. Not vanity, but veneration. Not impulse, but elevation. Their skill as workers is greater threat to the enemy than their number in half-trained soldiers. Lady Montelier. Okay. Well, let's go see Vivian while we're here. Kind of like Vivian's little room here.
You've made such intriguing design choices for the castle, my dear. They must be inspired.
Oh, you're too kind.
Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad you approve.
When things have settled down a bit, I will take you to Val Royo and introduce you to my seamstress. And appearances are important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
I suppose you're right.
I suppose it's important to show we're an authority to be respected.
Not just respected, my dear. Awed, feared, aspired to. You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the nobility. You must be a woman who commoners aspire to be, and to whom nobles bow.
That's a lot to live up to.
That's quite a lot for one person to pull off, don't you think?
It is a challenge all great leaders must face, Inquisitor. The stories of your accomplishments will spread, and with them, doubt. Are you truly the woman from the tales? They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. They must see someone greater than legends.
You hold the divine to that?
If that's your standard for me, what does the divine have to live up to?
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadows. The divine absolutely must set the example for all Thedas. She must seem to be the embodiment of the Maker to the faithful. She needs the authority of the Maker and the charisma of Andraste. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne.
Okay. It's unfortunate, you know? Alright, let's read this. Construction report surfacing. Paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid. Some I would strip down to the stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is this the Inquisition temporary? Enzo Masonry. Do it right. The Inquisition is only temporary if we fail, and we're not failing the Inquisitor. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. The Quartermaster's like, hey, no. You're gonna do what you're supposed to be doing. Then you're gonna do your best. Okay, now then, what am I after this time? Okay, let's read this one.
We can't fight a god.
Construction report, death on the wall. One of our finishers, Garen, fell from the scaffold and landed on a paving stone. Ouch. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped in. What should we do? Foreman Shuris. Have them commit his body with those we have lost in saving. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition, move his fellow workers to another site, and allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their job safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Montelier.
Elder thing's not a god. He's darkspawn. The Maker's no darkspawn.
Hey, Varric.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
What is he?
You said he was a darkspawn, or a magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
You beat him before.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
We'll find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Okay. Sure, I'll let you know when I need something shot. Sure. If that's what he's wanting.
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really.
Let's read this over here.
So much pain since
Construction report, brick marks. Skyhold has stolen bricks. Found a brick mark I know from my elder's notes. Fired in high ever before it was sacked in 480, that was Orlais, but this style isn't, so it was probably looted. There may be others. That time is long past, but the Inquisitor should know where they live. Gannon Mason. Our cause rights a greater wrong. Crimes of the past will be eclipsed soon enough, as this becomes the home of the Inquisition. But send word to However so they can amend their histories. Commander Cullen.
He's out of his mind at the end.
Hey, Cassandra.
Said he smelled his mother's.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Ah, closer to what?
What are you looking for?
I suppose I'll never find them on my own. You recall the demon at Therenfall? The one impersonating Lord Seeker Lucius? We never found the real Lord Seeker, or his body. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Couldn't they be dead?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. Yet a demon of envy does not kill whomever it replaces. It hides them away and learns about them. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
What, they're infected?
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
This is important to you.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
No problem. I will get to that whenever y'all get done. Oh, who am I sitting to judge now? Wow. Alrighty, well, here we go. Telling you what, gotta judge everything.
Knight Captain Denham, Inquisitor. He awaits judgment for serving the Lord Seeker at Therenfall Redoubt. I knew some of the knights who died there. I asked to oversee his sentencing. Denham knew the dangers of Red Lyrium. He murdered the Knight Vigilant and corrupted his brothers and sisters.
He was raving last time I saw him.
I hope the Knight Captain is lucid enough to understand what he's done.
I only did as I was told.
We found everything. The corpse of the Knight Vigilant, even papers proving you knew Red Lyrium was poison.
There is a greater power walking this world. I wasn't fool enough to deny it. None of you would have. I demand justice.
Yeah, you know what? I'd say let's let the Templars judge him.
I didn't suffer at your hands. That was your knights in the Templar Order. Let the remaining Templars judge the man who failed them.
The penalty will be death. They can't. Not after what I've seen.
Oh god, they can do it. I think I'm making the right call as far as...
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Yeah, right.
This is where a smith should be. Inquisitor.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright, well, you know what? Let's, Let's get my staff, right? Let's get the grip, right? I kind of like that grip though. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh, there's thunder on hit. Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely we want that. Okay, health on kill. Five attack, barrier damage. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with health on kill. Okay, I think this is the version 1 for this, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we'll go to the blade, right? Yeah, alright. Oh, I like that. Armor penetration, I like that. Right now we'll get the basic Drake stone for that. Okay. We'll take should we take the health on kill? Okay, yeah, there we go. Version 1, there we go. Okay, now then if we can modify it here. Health and kill thunder. Yeah, see, yeah, kinda. Oh, I need to get the fire one going too, don't I? Yeah. Alrighty, got that done now. Hey, let's tent our stuff, right? Okay, I kind of like it. Okay. Oh, I need to level up my characters too. Yeah, we'll wait on... You know, let's go into the winter tree. Masters of this school of magic summon cold that bites deeper than the cruelest winter. Their icy spells slow and weaken enemies. Okay, well, we're gonna need Faith Step. Yeah, that's for sure. If y'all want to know what Faith Step is, there you go. You let invisible waves of magic carry you forward, blurring ahead of a short distance. Yeah, I don't like that one in there, but... Okay, and the Iron Bull, we put him in the two-handed weaponry. Experts in this style crush their enemies with massive blows that can break any guard, shatter any armor, and destroy any opponent. But we've already got him in, block and slash. You stand ready to deflect the next coming attack and deliver a punishing counter to your attacker. We gave him the flow of battle. Every critical hit reduces the cooldown times on your abilities, giving you the edge to finish off your enemy. We gave him Pummel Strike. You lash out with a fast strike that really stuns your targets. We gave him Guard Smasher. You've learned how to battle through your enemy's defenses, do more damage to their guard with every hit. We gave him Earthshaking Strike. Your great blow tears open the ground with a shockwave that batters enemies caught in its path. We gave him Clear a Path. Hitting multiple targets with a single swing of your weapon restores your stamina for each extra target. We gave him Whirlwind. You spin with your weapon outstretched, cutting through any enemies in your path. Impact Detonator ability used on incapacitated foes for a combo. We gave him Shield Breaker. Critical hits crack armor and bend shields, sundering your enemy's armor for a short time. And we gave him Mighty Blow. You deliver a powerful attack that crumbles your foes, leaving them knocked down for a short time. You do more damage to targets that are already knocked down. Impact Detonator ability used on incapacitated foes for a combo. Okay, and we putting him in Vanguard. These stalwart warriors protect their allies by making themselves the biggest target on the battlefield. When enemies take the bait, Vanguards pick them apart with brutal precision. We gave him War Cry. You taunt all nearby enemies with a shouted challenge, gaining extra guard for each enemy affected. Guard provides protection from incoming attacks by granting additional health. Guard must be broken before a target will take damage. We gave him Untouchable Defense. They can't kill what they can't hit. You get a bonus to your maximum guard. And we'll give him this one. It'll cost you. Any foe that attacks you in melee is going to bleed for it, taking a portion of the damage they inflict. And I'm going to give him this one. Challenge. Your powerful shout carries across the battlefield, taunting a targeted enemy and improving your guard. Guard provides protection from incoming attacks by granting additional health. Guard must be broken before a target will take damage. Okay. And then we'll do Varric, which he relies on archery. Experts in this style are masters of ranged combat that can avoid enemies that attempt to close, put arrows or bolts through multiple foes, and even unleash explosive shots to devastating effect. We gave him Death from Above. You do more damage when firing from elevation. We gave him Leaping Shot. You dive out of trouble and fire a hail of arrows at the enemies that were trying to close with you. We gave him Strafing Shots. You can move faster while firing without sacrificing accuracy. We gave him Full Draw. It takes a moment to line up the perfect shot, but it pays off with a devastating hit that bites even deeper against enemies who aren't injured yet. We gave him Pincushion. If the first arrow doesn't kill them, the 10th might. Each consecutive hit with a bow attack does progressively more damage to the target. We gave him Explosive Shot. You fire a powerful shot that explodes on impact, damaging enemies around your target. We gave him First Blood. You've learned to pick apart enemies that are still unwounded and unwary. You do more damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. We gave him Long Shot. You fire a powerful single shot that delivers more damage the further you are from the target. Precision Detonator used on incapacitated foes for a combo. But he's specialized. He's an artificer. After years of experience with the Merchants Guild and the publishing world, Varric has become an expert at handling deadly traps and convoluted devices. So we'll go and give him Spike Trap. You set a trap that when an enemy approaches, detonates and fling enemies into the air. Yeah, we'll give him that. And then we'll work on Solus later. We'll work on Vivian later. We'll work on Cole later. Right now we'll work on Blackwall. We gave him a Weapon and Shield. Experts in this style are still on their feet after punishment that would kill their allies. They use their shield to protect themselves and stagger their enemies. Okay, we gave him Shield Wall. You stand firm and block incoming attacks at the cost of stamina. Each block adds to your guard. You move much more slowly while sustaining this ability. Requires a shield. Guard provides protection from incoming attacks by granting additional health. Guard must be broken before a target will take damage. We gave him Bear Mauls the Wolves. Using techniques perfected by our Legion's Chevaliers, you can't be flanked by enemies and you're less likely to be staggered when hit from the front. We gave him Shield Bash. Many foes think a shield is just for defense. You correct that mistake with a brutal slam that does bonus damage to any enemy's guard. Impact Detonator ability used on incapacitated foes for a combo. Also gave him Turn the Blade. Any blow you can see, you can turn aside. All damage coming from the front is reduced. We gave him Lunge and Slash. You lunge forward, then spin with a slashing strike. If your first blow connects, you can use this attack to close with opponents. We gave him Turn the Bolt. Your expertise with the shield protects you against range attacks from the front. We gave him Payback Strike. You recover from any disabled condition and lash out with a great blow against nearby enemies. If you're recently taking damage, you hit that much harder and stagger your foes. And we gave him Warrior's Resolve. You fight all the harder when you're hurting, gaining stamina when you lose health. And I'm also giving him Vanguard. These stalwart warriors protect their allies by making themselves the biggest target on the battlefield. When enemies take the bait, Vanguards pick them apart with brutal precision. And here we gave him Warcry. You taunt all nearby enemies with a shouted challenge, gaining extra guard for each enemy affected. Guard provides protection from incoming attacks by granting additional health. Guard must be broken for a target will take damage. We gave him Untouchable Defense. They can't kill what they can't hit. You get a bonus to your maximum guard. We gave him It'll Cost You. Any foe that attacks you in melee is going to bleed for it, taking a portion of the damage they inflict. We also gave him Challenge. Your powerful shot carries across the battlefield, taunting a target enemy and improving your guard. And we'll say Trust the Steel. You know how to make the most of your equipment, gaining a bonus to armor when you have active guard. And we'll do Dorian later. We'll do Sarah later. We did the same thing with Cassandra. We gave her a weapon and shield. Experts in this style are still on their feet after punishment that would kill their allies. They use their shield to protect themselves and stagger their enemies. And we're also giving her a little bit of the Vanguard. These stalwart warriors protect their allies by making themselves the biggest target on the battlefield. When enemies take the bait, Vanguards pick them apart with brutal precision. Okay, so she's got everything that described with Blackwall, but we're gonna start speccing her in her Templar special abilities. Long ago, the Seekers of Truth founded the Templar Order and taught them how to deal with hostile mages and their spells. Cassandra thus possesses all of Templar's abilities without the risk of lyrium addiction. And we're going to do the Spell Purge. Through faith and will, you dispel all hostile magic from the area around you. So we're going to give her some of her Templar abilities. Alright. Okay, now that we've done that. Alrighty. Now let's see. What else was I going to do? Alright, let's go see about our other peeps. You know? I know Colin's not gonna have anything interesting at this point. You know, there's Thrin. Oh, we need to read this. Construction report, mixed elements. Match best I can, but there are two substructures here. Skyho was built in stages or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? Jane, foundation repair. 2 words, the Inquisitor. Invest and commit. We are strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra Pentecost. Alrighty. Okay, Blackwall, what's on your mind?
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm glad.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a Chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Wise words?
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
Grand Tourney?
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
What happened?
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the 2 of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
Nah, a generous act.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
It all turned out.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
A black wall.
Of all the things in the world, a demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Yeah, trust is important.
Without trust, how would we build alliances or friendships?
It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Our warden's being corrupted.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
We need to find them.
If this is true, then all wardens are in danger. Even you. We'd better find your brothers.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
Okay. We'll talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit. Our mounts have never had better.
Alright. Let's see, where else do we need to go?
He's in the jail.
I think Sarah has something, right? I think she does. Because I don't think we've talked to her lately.
How do you know they won't attack here? Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Well, let me know if you find them.
Oh, of course. Hey, Cream.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Okay, how can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Okay, sure. Let's discuss Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The Chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
Okay, what kind of commander is he?
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The Chargers might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Is him being Canary odd?
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's Chargers don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I'm surprised he told you.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
How did you end up with him?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He gave up his eye?
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Hey, Sutherland.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, Your Worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Oh, you're gonna be helping. Don't worry, I'll put you to work. Definitely. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, you. I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
I'm listening.
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vachel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Investigate. Who told you about this?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Okay, who would I be working for?
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What's in it for me?
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen, just like always.
I'll have people take a look.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Okay, alright, whatever you say. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. From her. Alright, Cole.
He didn't kill his father. He was his father.
You've done odd things.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
You burned turnips.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same, raw.
They smell like turnip stew.
You needed that soldier to smell them so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
Okay. You left plums by the window?
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Okay. Sure.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
You've done some odd things.
The servants are having trouble remembering some odd events.
You're hoarding daggers?
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Okay, Cole has strange ways of doing things. I think I'm gonna let him just maintain doing it. He just needs to explain it to me, right, you know? Alright, I think we are done. I think we've already gone as far as we're gonna go for now. Okay, well, tell you one thing we're going to do. We are going to, we're gonna go to Valrio, and we're gonna do we're gonna go do Liliana's thing. We're gonna take our Varric, Cassandra, and Blackwall. Those are our main party members, of course. Yeah, I really do need to gain the money so I can get tier 2 stuff. When it comes time, we'll upgrade to tier 2.
Wrath of heaven.
Okay, now then, where are we going? Oh yeah. Let's go deal with let's go deal with Liliana's thing. Vicinius is home. Okay.
What happened here? And where is the merchant we intended to meet?
Yeah, stay on your guard, guys. Letter to Slaver. Zager, cancel that order for more field workers. Get me scribes, library slaves, the smartest you can find. They have to be able to read and write. Former runaways are fine, as long as they were clever about it. This Venatori leader, Calpurnia, is paying a fortune for our best and brightest stock delivered to her personally. Don't ask me why. One thing, don't send any with brands or whip marks. We had a couple of branded slaves in the last shipment. Her people sent the couriers back with burns on their faces. They said Calpurnia doesn't take kindly to damaged stock. Strange tick for a magister, but her gold's good enough. Vicinius.
It seems Vicinius angered Calpurnia by sending her mistreated slaves.
Was that mercy or anger at damaged stock?
She was paying a fortune for literate slaves.
What? A horde of these Venatories not enough? Something's up. That sounds like recruiting to me.
Yeah. Stay on your guards. Invoice for slaves. Shipment. 14 healthy males. Elves. 3 literate former scribes and bookkeepers set aside for C, which means Calpurnia. 5 healthy males human. Deduct 20 from 1 for missing hand. 10 healthy female elf. 7 healthy females human. 2 literate set aside for Calpurnia. Payment 350 sovereigns paid in full, plus 150 sovereigns. Down payment for next month's shipment. A note described below. Reserve more for next time. Lots of demand.
An invoice for a shipment of slaves.
A sneaky rat bastard slaver. That explains a bit.
Okay. We're going to loot the place before we even start finding out what happened to Vicinius, because he's already on the floor dead, of course. Calpurnia probably had him killed. Alright. Charred notebook. This charred notebook contains accounts, details of shipping routes, cargo manifest, and a list of contacts, all shuffled together. The last entry reads: Remember, Calpurnia's people arriving tomorrow to discuss new shipment. Must bring up incident with last courier being branded, losing profits to keep them quiet. Good customer, but she's bleeding me dry. Ask for compensation. Remember, a fine bottle of good Gizling red for a meeting with Inquisitor should be memorable. Yeah, uh-huh. Well, here's his remains.
That must have been Vicinius.
I see Calpurnia sent Venatori to deal with him.
Let's look around. A shattered crystal. Let's find the pieces.
Yeah, let's find the pieces.
Here's another one.
Hey, he's got a little home.
The crystal's whole again, but hold on.
Lady Calpurnia, I had no intention.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
No! Wait! Wait!
That's a dwarven memory crystal. The Shapered used them to store memories. Don't ask me how.
We should show Liliana.
Okay. Fortunate that Vicinius died. Okay, let's go tell Liliana about this, because I think she needs to know ASAP that the Vicinius is pretty much dead, so... We'll go back to Skyhold. Then we'll find something else to pursue. But right now, I think Liliana needs to know what happened. So let's go tell her what happened. Alrighty. I need to do the fast travel in Skyhold, because Skyhold's a big place.
Law has asserted itself.
So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, okay, sure. There we go. Hey, Liliana.
Your trip to the merchant's home yielded results. Before she became leader of the Venatori, Calpurnia was a slave from Minrathous. Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter. If Corypheus freed her, no wonder she follows him.
Can we use that?
What else does her past reveal?
It haunts her. Calpurnia has freed every slave she's purchased. Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. This may lead us to Calpurnia's lair. And this crystal you found is fascinating. An arcanist may unravel its mysteries.
When you say an arcanist, you're talking... Alright, well, we gotta go get the arcanist then. Alrighty. No, I didn't know we need an arcanist that quick, but okay, alrighty. Alright. We're going to the Orlais side of things. Locate Reese and Evangeline. Alright. Inquisitor, Reese and I owe you both our freedom and our lives. I once wished that Reese and I had been able to attend the conclave and hoped that our voices might lead to a peaceful resolution to the mad war. After hearing about the destruction of the Temple of Sacred Ashes, though, we might only have died with the rest. The Templars I tracked and subsequently failed to were using a strange red form of lyrium I had never previously encountered. The Inquisition troops who rescued us tell us that you found the same lyrium at Theronfall Redoubt and saved the Templars from corruption. For this, I thank you. While I left the Templars as an organization, I always believed in the ideas for which they stood. I hope that they serve you well against Corypheus. Reason I must recover from our wounds, and our presence at Skyhold will only cause tension with the Templars, many of whom still see me as a traitor. Nevertheless, once we are healed, we would be honored to serve the Inquisition. Yours, Evangeline, not Commander. There's a note below, presumably added by Cole. I asked you not to do this. I was upset until it saved them. This is good. Okay. Well, what made you think I wasn't going to go hunt for them? You do need your friends. Mediate between Oswick noble families. Alright. Dear cousin, I did not expect you to come to our rescue as we haven't seen each other since we were babes, but you have, and I am grateful. I am not a woman who speaks the way the diplomats do. If yours hadn't stepped in, the useless bickering would have become worse. The Inquisition has saved the family its pride and more. I've sent good laborers to help your cause. If you return to Oswick, come dine with us. My table is always open to you. Most sincerely, Lady Osher Lorthan Trevelyan, Bayark of Oswick. Nice. Okay, struck a bargain with merchant princes. Alright, let's see here. This is going to be for Josephine. The allied merchants of the monarchy of Antiva have acquired whether they can assist us in any fashion. They could provide us with some of the finest goods in Thedas, a powerful boost to our prestige, and spread our influence north. The merchant princes also tempt and ensnare us in contracts so convoluted that they will be eternally tied to them. If we are interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out ahead of the bargain if we are prepared to commit to it. Yeah, this one's yours, Josephine. I have chosen the few dozen diplomats to handle the merchant princes. I will, of course, inspect everything we sign myself.
Inquisitor.
Okay, now let's go get acquire the Arcanist. Okay, Skyhold has incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The war and the Ventori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Aldrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tensterville. That this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. Alright, well, Colin would have said a full retinue will secure her safety along the Imperial Highway. That'll attract too much attention with that we don't need. Josephine says alliance can overwhelm any concern. The owners of where she will travel need only be convinced of the worth of pleasing us. I like Liliana's. To bar passage, they must know she's there. They will not. Okay, the Arcanist has been secured despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Okay. Now we gotta get her going on something, right? Shadows over Denim Room. I think this would be good for her. Inquisitor, I feel like we should have met, seeing as you were camped in the western part of my country until someone wiped Haven off the map, my map. That was annoying. First I have 1 army in Ferelden without a by your leave, and then there are 2, but I digress. My point is that I'm King Alistair, ruler of Ferelden, and I've learned who is behind that second army. His cult of Deventer followers is supposedly in the royal palace somewhere, cackling no doubt. Seeing as your Inquisition knows far more about them, I'm hopeful you could help us find these cultists and ask them all to leave. With pointy swords, I don't even want to know what they're up to. 1 archdemon per age is really all Ferelden can stomach. Thank you very much, King Alistair Theron. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Colin was said send forces to aid in the manhunt. Not only should we help, but everyone should see us doing it. The Venatori are sneaky, so I'm gonna go with Liliana. I have just the agent in mind for this. Allow me to send her to Denerim to quietly hunt down the Venatori spies. Yeah, spy for spy. Alrighty. Let's go after that spy. Now let's go talk to the Arcanist that we acquired.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
You're ready. Let's go find the Arcanist. We're looking around for the Arcanist.
Hello there.
Well, what do you know? There's Dagna.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Oh yeah, alrighty.
This is an amazing find, Inquisitor. The Shaperid in Orzammar had something like it.
Greetings to you too, Dagna.
They preserve voices, or a likeness, memories, you know? You don't know. Doesn't matter. The Venatori cracked it, but here...
These documents you found, Inquisitor. I've made interesting... discoveries.
Not the fear of demons.
But the power will draw them unless you have wards against possession.
Once you have become the vessel, demons will be beneath your concern. Prepare as I have directed.
I shall, Elder One.
Sod it. Oh, sorry. The crystal couldn't take anymore. Wasn't meant for this.
What did we just see?
That looked like Corypheus and Calpurnia.
It was a memory stored in the crystal.
No, that was vital information. Did you see Calpurnia's expression? Their alliance may be less than harmonious.
What vessel did they mean?
Corypheus said Calpurnia was going to be a vessel. A vessel for what?
They spoke of power and demons. But Calpurnia is already a magister. Corypheus must have some other plan.
Calpurnia doesn't trust him. No, Dagna, can you do it again?
Dagna, again?
Well, I'm no shaper, but I might be able to get it to remember new sounds.
Really? If we hid it among Calpurnia's belongings, imagine what we could learn.
Huh. I can split it and keep half here. We could hear her speaking right then. It's not how they're supposed to work, and it'll probably break. As I said, I'm no shaper.
Inquisitor, Calpurnia's Venatori have been digging up elven ruins. Tracking them might lead us to her. If this crystal were placed in a lair, I cannot overstate the value of what we might learn.
Why not just attack her?
Why not attack Calpurnia head-on?
You attract attention, Inquisitor. Her spies would see you coming. A single agent may slip in and out without notice. This crystal may yield great rewards.
Then let's do it.
Dagna, do whatever it takes to get that crystal ready.
Right.
If there's a rift growing between Corypheus and Calpurnia, we must exploit it.
I'll have the crystal ready soon. I think. Let me find the Quicksilver.
Okay, Dagna, let's get busy.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Breach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I mean, crystals? That talk? Creepy. I need a few things and people and whatnots. It's hard to explain, but get me the resources and I'll deliver.
Well, see, my researchers are yours.
You'll have what you need to investigate Calpurnia.
Excellent. I look forward to working with you. You'll have all my efforts, for the cause and the furthering of knowledge. That'll show everyone. Ready to answer the great mysteries. It'll be wonderful.
Oh, nice. You noticed the anchor?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Garifia say. It's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Carifius made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Okay, let's talk about your title.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
Alright, what are your skills?
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the Smith caste. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
You can make masterworks.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Okay. Tell me about enchanting.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
Okay, goodbye.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay, Dagna.
Ready for anything, Inquisitor.
Okay. Where did you study magic?
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had to fight to do it. Everyone said I couldn't. Everyone. I swept floors and libraries, traded rooms for tomes. I met outsiders like me, new thinkers. If there's something to know about magic, I'll find it. There's no barriers to what magic can do, Inquisitor. No matter what they say.
Why did you agree to join us?
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Carifius? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in a veil? Also, dwarves? We don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
Okay, well, we'll talk later.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Okay, we'll get rid of that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get rid of a lot of things, I think. What does that do? No. Maximum guard, but minus 100% maximum barrier. Well, I might do that one. Or give it to Cassandra. Heal on kill. Yeah, some of these, they're not good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. We'll sell the jewelry. We'll get rid of all the weapons. And we'll get rid of all the armors. Okay. Okay. We stored a few things. We gotta keep our inventory low. Alright, let's go check in on our table here. Our war table. Go check on the council, basically. Y'all look through? Yeah, obviously. Let's go to the Ferelden side of things. Okay, have Cerberus lead against demons. I think he's done it. Cerberus, it is only a week since you left, yet Ansberg slowly returns to his routines. We will never forget how demons ran through our streets, just as we will always remember the men and women who reclaimed them. There is talk of erecting a statue in honor of our Templar defenders. I can already hear you calling it excessive nonsense, but it is little enough for saving a city. Allow us our heroes. Don't let that wound on your leg scar, and come visit us when duty permits. The new recruits should hear your war stories. Always in your debt, Guard Captain Wyman. Okay, we got a new... Okay. Investigate man accused of abomination. A young man in the city of Jader has been accused of being an abomination.
Any
Local
news on
30s.
rifts beyond reach of the Inquisition?
Yes, and it is not good.
Alright. Can I read, please? My council's talking. A young man in the city of Jader has been accused of being an abomination. Local authorities have him under guard as rumors of his alleged crimes have grown more sinister, and the retelling Cerberus has volunteered to investigate. If the accused is an abomination, the city is in danger. Alright, Josephine says, we're owed favors in Jader. Local nobility can take the man into protection until Cerberus arrives in case a mob transpires. Liliana says, my scouts can attempt to sort fact from rumor, although it may be futile. And then Colin says, I can offer Barris an additional brace of troops in case things turn ugly. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Colin. Let's give him troops for Barris. Okay, I think we're pretty much... Geez, we're getting a lot of the council going. They got a lot of work to do themselves as well as me. Alrighty. Okay. Now then, let's go see Colin and see if I can get to him. Since I've kind of done a few things now, maybe he'll open up, maybe. I'm gonna keep trying to earn that Templar, you know? I know Cassandra's one, but, oh, hello, Colin.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Having fun.
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
You're on.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
Tell me about your family.
You have siblings?
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Oh, it's my turn.
Play fair.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
We should do this more often.
We should spend more time together.
I would like that.
Me too.
You said that. We should finish our game, right? My turn? I believe this one is yours. Well played. We shall have to try again sometime.
Oh, I'm getting to you. I know I'm getting to you, Colin. Alright. Let's check the note here. A letter. Dear Mia, I'm still alive. Your loving brother, Colin. Honestly, it is so difficult. We thought you were dead again. If the Inquisition was not on everyone's lips, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I'm not sorry you left them. I thought your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? It's a fool's errand asking you to stay safe, but please try. Your loving sister, see how easy this is? Mia. I'm gonna get you.
Did you need something?
Yeah. I want to talk about us.
I thought we could talk. Alone.
Alone? I mean, of course. It's a nice day.
What?
There was something you wished to discuss.
Should I ask him that since I am a mage and he's a ex-Templar? Sure, could you care for a mage?
Cullen, I care for you and...
What's wrong?
You left the Templars, but do you trust mages? Could you think of me as anything more?
I could. I mean, I do think of you and what I might say in this sort of situation.
What's stopping you?
You're the Inquisitor. We're at war, and you... I didn't think it was possible.
I want to be with you.
And yet I'm still here.
So you are. It seems too much to ask, but I want to.
Commander. You wanted a copy of Sister Leliana's report.
What?
Sister Leliana's report? You wanted it delivered without delay. Or to your office. Right.
If you need to...
I'm sorry. That was, really nice.
That was perfect.
That was what I wanted.
Oh. Good.
Yes, I snagged my handsome, good-looking Templar. Okay, where is he? Oh, there's Stroud. Hey, Stroud.
How may I serve?
Oh, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Hey, Hank Stroud. Yeah, looking cool as a Grey Warden. Boy, I finally snagged my Templar. Okay, let's go check on our Templar, right? Alright, hey Colin, how you doing?
It's good to see you.
Special. Do you have time to talk?
Do you have some time?
Is there something on your mind?
You know people will gossip.
The Commander of the Inquisition and the Herald of Andraste. That will have people talking.
You wouldn't believe how quickly gossip spreads through the barracks.
Does it bother you?
I would rather our private affairs remain that way. But if there were nothing here for people to talk about, I would regret it more.
You know I'm nobility.
The day you kissed me on the battlements, how long had you wanted to do that?
Longer than I should admit.
You don't have much patience for nobility. I'm glad my title didn't scare you off.
I hadn't considered. I have no title outside the Inquisition. I hope that doesn't... I mean, does it bother you?
Of course not.
No. If you care for me, that's all that matters. I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
I'm not very good at this, am I? If I seem unsure, it's because it's been a long time since I've wanted anyone in my life. I wasn't expecting to find that here. Or you.
I was looking for a kiss.
Think you could slip away?
I believe so. Wait for me.
Thanks, Colin. My handsome Templar. Ugh, such duties I got to do. Alright, well. I'm Inquisitor, so I do got things that I need to be doing. Alright, let's see here. Where do we start? Well, we could yeah, let's go do Colin's thing. Yeah, let's go do Colin's thing. We'll get Barrick, Cassandra, and Blackwall. Let's get my whole group together. Okay, now then, we got to go deal with the the darkspawn. So let's go do with the darkspawn. Okay, it's around here. Where? Probably over here. There's one of them. Yeah, we'll come back to the cave on the long river, but right over here, it's right over here, so we're gonna go over here and deal with it.
The end of that. Done and done.
You said done and done, huh, Blackwall? Alrighty, I'll trust you on that one. Let's get these darkspawn sealed, shall we? Alrighty, now let's go down this one. We gotta close off the darkspawn from coming out. Hey, at least my staff looks better. It has some attachments to it. I gotta do my flame staff that way too. It looks good. Now, Randy, let's continue on here. Let's go keep the darkspawn down. Oh, that poor bear didn't have a chance, did they? Well, I speeded up everyone's stamina. Yeah, the staff I have grants random stuff to help the group. One of it, I think, is overstimulating stamina. That goes for rogues and warriors. One is automatic healing, I think. I don't know what the other one is. Come on, guys, we gotta get this darkspawns down. Yes, we do. Darkspawn are nasty creatures. We gotta get them down. Go, my warriors! You shouldn't be just saying slightly liking it. You should really like it, Blackwall. You're a Grey Warden.
Darkspawn above ground. Just what we needed. Kirkwall was filled with refugees during the Blight, trying to flee the chaos back in Ferelden.
Yeah, this is not good. We need to take care of it. That's why I'm sealing it, guys. That's why we have to go after the Darkspawn. We can't have them coming out. That's why we're doing what we're doing. And there's my Blade of Asarian. They're patrolling, of course, as always. I'm glad we recruited them. Okay, what in the world? You know what? We're gonna come over here. We're gonna get this. I think these are Darkspawn. Okay. We got the bear and Darkspawn down. But we still have more, we have more Darkspawn to worry about. Yeah. I knew I was going to end up with Colin. Just a matter of time to earn his heart. Finally did. And since I was a mage, I didn't know how he would react to it. That's the reason why I mentioned it to him. And he's okay with it. Of course, my nobility probably was a scare. You know, I'm just glad I just got Colin. That's who I wanted. And I finally got him. Alright, enough gushing over Cullen. I got to do my job as Inquisitor. Just as he's got to do his job as Commander. Now that we're an item. And the barracks are definitely going to be talking about it. Nice. Okay, what are y'all after? Alright. Y'all had to pick on a ram, really? You had to pick on a poor ram. Alright. Let's come on over here and see if we can't find another, or is it, in a different area, I think, yeah. Well, we could go out through the cave, but we'll go through our camp over here. That way we have both routes. Okay, let's go over this one first. Okay, here's Darkspawn. Get him. Okay, Blackwall, are you kind of waiting the last minute to do the,
Been a long time since I was at sea.
No, my Blade of Asarian died because of that Darkspawn, but that's what they're on the coast for. Let's clear the ones on the beach first. Hell, what do you mean you slightly improve? You should really like this. You should like this, Blackwall. You are a Grey Warden. You're supposed to be doing the Darkspawn in.
Let's talk about your dark and troubled past.
Excuse me?
Well, you have one, of course. Someone dear to you, someone you failed to save. Or a grave error in judgment, causing too many deaths. I've known a couple of people like that. Oh, maybe betrayal. That's always good.
No.
Well, you've got to give me something.
No, I don't. This conversation is over.
Touchy.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to tell you. If he doesn't want to tell you, Varric, he's got every right to keep it to himself. Okay, I think they're in here. Yeah.
The one with the extra armor must lead the pack.
Of course he does. Go get him. That's the point.
It's over.
Well, it's over for now, but how long will that last? I don't know. These things are coming out of... That's why we're here to seal it. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, let's get the lights turned on in here. Go. I started that fight so they could get in there and fight. Nasty spiders. Alright, now that that cave's been taken care of, now we just got one more to deal with. Yeah, well there's my Blades of Osirian guarding the place, of course. Thank you for your services. Definitely. I finally got Colin opened up. Yep, here we go to the last one of these darkspawn places, and then we'll kick those things out. Or, not kick them out, really, just kind of make sure they don't come out. They gotta stay down. So, that's what we're gonna go do. And we haven't been in here either, so it's a good thing we're going in now. Alright, come on guys, get them!
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're fine. That ought to slow down the darkspawn. You finally got your guard up, huh? I was beginning to wonder when you was gonna get your guard up, Blackwall. Move, Cassandra. You're about to learn that I want my loot. Alright, now then that we got this done. Excuse me, Varric. Noticed you're invisible. Alright, now that we got Colin's thing worked out, let's go back to Skyhold. And see if our advisors have finished what they done. Okay. Alrighty, so we're just gonna come in here and
worship.
You worship? Yeah, they don't need to be calling me that. Alright, some of the War Council. Let's see if they finish. We'll see if they have. We're gonna go to the Freeld inside here. Okay, it looks like struck a bargain with Merchant Princess. I guess Josephine's done with her stuff. A bundle of documents at least 50 pages thick explains the trade agreement the Inquisition has entered into with the Merchant Prince of Antiva. Josephine has attached a note. Inquisitor, I am more than satisfied with the agreement we reached with the Merchant Princess. Here is a duplicate if you wish to view it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles. Okay, alrighty. What can she... Now, we have received a message from Orzammar, knowing an ancient darkspawn threatened status. King Balin declared support for the Inquisition. Okay, yeah, we'll do that right now. Let's get the specializations for Inquisitor. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people.
Of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Okay, with due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific. I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found regardless of the affiliations. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Josephine can do that. The circles may have dispersed, but we still have our contacts. There are powerful mages not tied to rebellion who can offer training.
Inquisitor.
The best of the have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height. And now we can send her on Orzammar's friendship. We have received a message from Orzammar knowing that ancient darkspawn threatened status. King Balin offered declared his support for the Inquisition. As Josephine, I would advise sending a delegation to Orzammar as soon as possible to submit the alliance.
At your service.
Yeah, go right ahead. Okay. Okay, we done that now. And there's the specialists. Well, I think this is where I'm going to stop. We'll continue on and get specialized training from the trainers and see where we're going to go, and then we'll continue our dealing with fade rifts and more. So yeah, enjoy play for you. I hope that when you watch this that you enjoy yourself and you have a great day and a good day, and y'all stay warm or cool depending on where you're at and what the weather's doing. And I'll see y'all on the next one.